when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his.
Can't do shit. Wait,
for
I don't
real.
give
Y'all better be quiet.
You've been talking since I've been baby.
Man, I can't wait.
I'm gonna show you.
Man, I'm gonna
show you. Next, I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight.
It happens now? What do you think?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think it'll be your next one?
I think it could be.
Really?
I think it could be.
Gigantic.
Backstage chaos erupted at the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez press conference when cameras caught an intense face-to-face between Shakur and Gervonta Tank Davis. What started as words quickly turned into a statement of intent. Witnesses say the tension was fueled by future plans, with Shakur boldly making it clear that if he handles business against Teofimo, Tank is the target next. The hallway was filled with raw competitive energy, devoid of any smiles or jokes. Shakur's confidence was loud, aggressive, and deliberate, sending a message not just to Tank but to the entire boxing world. This wasn't hype. This was a warning. Tank stood his ground, unbothered, but the moment felt bigger than trash talk. It felt like the opening chapter of a super fight narrative was already writing itself. If Shakur beats Teofimo, are we witnessing the birth of boxing's next blockbuster collision that could redefine rivalries for years ahead?
Elite level fighters. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Ever since Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis rose as elite forces in the lightweight division, a quiet but undeniable tension has followed them everywhere. This goes far beyond normal competitive respect or rankings on paper. Both men know they are special, and that confidence turns every mention into a spark. The comments in interviews feel sharper, the reactions at press events feel colder, and even small social media exchanges explode into debate. Their camps don't help either, often escalating the narrative with side remarks and subtle jabs. Every time they share space, the atmosphere shifts, as if something unfinished hangs in the air. Fans sense it, the media feeds it, and the fighters feel it. This rivalry isn't manufactured hype. It's built on pride, legacy, and the belief that only one.
Have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course he's now at 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
For a long time, fans have been clamoring for a Tank versus Shakur showdown, calling it one of the biggest and most anticipated fights that could be made in boxing today. It represents a classic collision of styles, a devastating power puncher famous for explosive knockouts against a slick, disciplined technician celebrated for elite defense and next-level boxing IQ. That contrast alone has kept the debate alive across gyms, podcasts, and comment sections worldwide. Shakur himself has never been shy about pushing the narrative forward. On multiple occasions, he has publicly called for the fight, making it clear this is not promotional talk. In interviews, Shakur has even said he would willingly place other opponents on hold if Gervonta Davis agreed to face him next. That statement alone shows intent, confidence, and hunger. This isn't about money alone. It's about legacy, validation, and settling a question fans refuse to stop asking now worldwide today.
The Tank and Jake fight.
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So.
Shakur Stevenson says his tension with Gervonta Davis has never been personal but rooted in energy and mindset. According to Shakur, you can always feel when another fighter truly sees you as a threat. Early on, Tank brushed him off, but as Davis grew older, richer, and more established, that energy shifted into visible hostility. Shakur believes Tank knows the truth, even if he tries to downplay it publicly. Deep down, he understands who the real danger is at these weights. Every time Shakur's name comes up, Tank gets irritated, and in Shakur's eyes, That reaction exposes insecurity, not disrespect. He feels Davis knows the stylistic problems he would bring inside the ring. Shakur also highlighted a sharp contrast in mentality. Tank approaches boxing with a me-or-nobody attitude, protecting his position at all costs. Shakur, on the other hand, feeds off competition, believing greatness is only proven by facing elite fighters head-on and beating them convincingly when the lights shine brightest globally.
Yeah, for sure.
What changed?
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like I feel like I was a threat, which is rightfully so. Like I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me, but it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport, and we were ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you, like, yo, I don't want to be friends, or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand, like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known, like, yeah, you the ops. We got to fight. So.
And perhaps as you were progressing and, you know, getting to the level that you're at now.
He knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah. I think that's insecurity, though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about, in your opinion?
With top level guys like him, cause like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand.
But despite all the talk, Tank has mostly refused to bite. After recent promotional events and press tours, Davis has dismissed talk of fighting Shakur altogether, publicly questioning what Stevenson has really done in the sport and even telling reporters that he doesn't see Stevenson as a worthy opponent worth prioritizing. In a recent press interaction, Davis went as far as to say, "What's he done?" when asked why he hasn't stepped up to fight Stevenson, and emphasized that he's more interested in pursuing other names like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, or Vasily Lomachenko before even considering that stylistic unification. In many ways, Davis's public stance isn't just about avoiding a dangerous stylist. It's a strategic dismissal that fuels the perception of a real beef between them, because it frames Stevenson not just as a rival but as someone whose legitimacy Davis feels compelled to question openly in front of cameras, shaping narratives, influencing fans, and quietly intensifying the rivalry without ever throwing a punch today, adding pressure, tension, intrigue, and anticipation to a fight the boxing world demands loudly.
Shakur, right? Like he look like he got skill, right? But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I ain't see him fight nobody that's like
that's amateur shit. Come on, bro. When that heat coming back at you, them niggas like you can see it.
Yeah,
you can see it. They ain't really these niggas just talking that way. And there's always, oh, he can be this, he can be the next. Nigga, prove yourself. You still haven't proved yourself. When someone was in front of you that can crack a little bit.
Shakur Stevenson has made it clear that he doesn't just want the Tank Davis fight. He fully believes he would win it. For months, Shakur has said he's the superior boxer, stressing that Davis can't beat him when skill, timing, and ring IQ take over. He's also accused Tank of choosing safer opponents and favorable situations to protect an undefeated record instead of chasing legacy-defining challenges. That belief only grew louder when Davis announced a Jake Paul fight, a move many fans saw as a money grab rather than a true boxing test. Social media erupted, with critics saying Tank chose spectacle over risk while continuing to dismiss Shakur publicly. Davis, however, brushed off the backlash, telling fans to enjoy the sport and stop questioning his decisions. Still, the narrative refuses to die. To earn undeniable leverage, Shakur must first defeat Teofimo Lopez, a dangerous and respected champion. Beating Lopez would add massive credibility and make ignoring him nearly impossible. Legends like Shane Mosley even lean toward Shakur's technical brilliance, giving him the edge. Until then, the Tank fight remains boxing's biggest what-if. So the real question is simple. If Shakur beats Teofimo, should Tank finally step up, or is this the ultimate dodge? Drop your opinion below, smash the like button, and share this video with real boxing fans.